Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be sitting down doing a first impressions. The Cover FX custom cover drops have been quite the rage in the beauty world in the past couple weeks, and I didn't really see anybody of color really talking about them. So of course I had to fill that void. So I just want to talk a little bit about what they are. So custom cover drops are basically like a purely highly concentrated foundation that is basically designed to be mixed and customized with other products. You can make like a BB cream, you can use it to make a tinted moisturizer, you can use it to add to other foundations for more coverage, and so on and so forth. They're supposed to be customizable so that you can basically use it in many different ways and make your own products. I typically like my foundations to be somewhere from light to medium, and I like the fact that I have a product that can give me either one of those coverages, like all in one product. So upon looking on the website and looking at the shade range, they have a pink series, they have a neutral series, they have a G series. So G10 would be golden 10, N70 would be neutral 70, pink 50, so on and so forth. I went out and picked up the color N90. Now this color has been sold out everywhere, like literally everywhere. All my local Sephora's do not have this one, like it's always everything but this color, which is really annoying. And ladies, before you go out and buy N90, because I wear it, one thing that I do want to say, if you can at least get to a counter, even if they don't carry the shade, at least get shade matched for it. I think this is very important. So basically what I'm looking for in this is good coverage. I'm looking for something that is going to be great for controlling oil, and I feel like it's a pretty good shade match. I did have to order this on the Cover FX website because, like I said earlier, it was sold out everywhere else. And the artist, I actually got shade matched at Sephora. The makeup artist there told me that 3 drops equals full coverage, 2 drops equals medium coverage, and 1 drop is light coverage. So I feel like that's kind of reaching. I mean, 3 drops for full coverage, girl, I don't know, but it's definitely worth a shot. So I usually do consider myself somewhere in between the neutral golden range. So N90 seems like it's a pretty good match. I poured 3 droplets, so I'm going to see how, I don't know, I may have to put a couple drops of, actually, yeah, let's try with a couple drops of moisture. I did prep my skin using this primer from Makeup Forever. This is the mattifying primer. And because some of these primers are so drying, I actually I gouged my skin in the Smashbox primer water, which I actually do kind of like. So I'm going to put in a couple more drops of the primer. I'm going to mix that up. That also made it a little, oh, that's a wonderful consistency. Made it a little creamier. Now I'm just using this brush from Morphe, and I usually start around the chin area just because that's where the most discoloration is. And then I'm going to blend it out with my beauty sponge. This is damp, by the way. I'm gonna add a couple more drops of just the straight foundation. And so far, looking in my monitor, looks cool. Maybe a little flat. It might have something to do with the primer though. So my thoughts so far is a little flat, but I'm going to go ahead and do the rest of my face. Yeah, I'm gonna do the rest of my face, concealer, blah, 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 and then report back shortly. All right, so I've got the rest of the face going. Just to recap, we prepped the skin with a primer. Then we mixed the cover drops half and half with the primer, half cover drops. I used the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer for under eye concealer, set it with the powder. This one's from Graftobian. And then the lips, if you've seen my recent drugstore haul, I've really been wanting to try this one from CoverGirl. I think this is a Queen, yeah, the Queen Collection lipstick in South Beach Sand. So this is the full face, and I'm going to be going out and about in the town and just kind of seeing how this wears throughout the day. Just to kind of recap on what my skin type is like and what I'm going to be looking for is I'm going to be looking for something that's going to help control the oil. I'm assuming that the primer will help with that. And this is, like I said earlier, ideal to be mixed with other products. So please don't be disappointed if I didn't try it straight on its own. I just feel like maybe because it's so much coverage that I would prefer to try it in a more real-time experience. Like I would probably mix a product like this. So I'm going to be looking for something that's going to control oil. I'm going to look for something that's not going to separate too much in my skin. I'm also looking for something that is going to help control shine. And then I'm also going to be paying attention to make sure it doesn't oxidize, which a lot of my higher and more expensive foundations don't typically do that, but I'm going to be keeping a lookout anyway. So yeah, I'm just gonna go and give you guys some updates in a couple hours and I'll be right back. All right, guys, it is now hour number 22:17. So I put this makeup on when we first recorded this at around 1:30 or 2, I believe, if I remember correctly. So that's about 8 hours of wear. And so far, I've only blotted maybe twice tonight. And last time I blotted, I touched my face was maybe 2 hours ago. And it's actually holding up quite well. I would definitely recommend those of you guys that have oily combination skin types like I do, doing and mixing the foundation with a primer seems to have been the perfect trick for me. It also kind of sheared it down a little bit. It lightened the foundation just a tad. I found that I had to kind of like over bronze. So those are just my thoughts. So far, I definitely can use some blotting, which I will go ahead and do now. But I just wanted you to see the way that the foundation was wearing straight on camera. And it actually looks pretty good. I'm pretty satisfied with the coverage, even though I sheared it down about 50 equal parts foundation and equal parts primer. So if I had to rate the Cover FX Custom Cover Drops on a scale of 1 to 10, I would actually give this one somewhere between an 8 and a 9. It's not like my absolute favorite foundations. I definitely kind of feel like, you know what, I almost kind of feel like I have more investigating and playing to do. It's definitely not a foundation that I just would be like, don't buy it. I feel like because it is so customizable, I feel like I'm going to find a different way and a better way to use this foundation. And that actually kind of excites me, like the possibility of being able to mix it up a little bit more. Maybe next time I will add a little bit less primer to get a tad bit more coverage, but I'm rating it based on coverage. I'm also rating it based on shade range. I do think they can add some shades in the darker range. They have 2 shades that go darker than mine, so they definitely can step it up on that level or in that area. It held up great with controlling oil. It did not oxidize, and my laugh lines are pretty normal. I mean, that's just a problem that I'm gonna have regardless. Actually, let me just go ahead and address that now. Some foundations just do better in this area, some don't. But yeah, Cover FX Custom Cover Drops definitely get a thumbs up from me. I will be using this product again. I have so many different foundations that my arsenal is just like, my list is just starting to get up here, up here, up here. And I start to forget what I have. But yeah, that's pretty much all I have for today's video. I really hope that you guys found this review helpful. If you have any questions on the product, definitely let me know in the comments down below. And I hope to see you guys at my next video. Bye.